packed audiences who had never seen women display such physical dexterity, especially in the water, but also helped break down the many barriers that had long kept members of their sex from learning to swim. In the early 20th century, Annette Kellerman picked up where they left off, becoming one of the most famous women in America for her vaudeville acts that combined fancy swimming, as the growing repertoire of ornamental aquatic moves was coming to be known, with dancing and diving, as well as her daring feats on the silver screen as cinema's first aquatic stunt woman. As a swimming superstar, Kellerman used her platform to encourage other women to swim and to push for sensible swimwear for them to do it in. Her advocacy helped usher out corsets and heavy woolen bathing costumes, while her success as a performer gave rise to an entire industry of diving girls who swam and dove, sometimes from 100-foot ladders, with traveling carnivals that pitched their big tops at towns and whistle stops across America. These generations of women swimmers traded on a combination of athletic skills, daring, looks, and the entrepreneurial pluck to make their unconventional livings, some reaching international fame and fortune at a time when few women had the chance to attain economic independence. Many, like Esther Williams, started out as athletes competing in races or setting endurance records, but found greater opportunity and sometimes greater social acceptance in the world of show business, where beauty and strength intersected, and women could present their physical power with poise. The styles of performative swimming these women popularized soon made their way into American Red Cross life-saving programs, where water pageants featuring bearded Neptunes and mermaid ballets demonstrated the beauty and value of swimming, and into physical education programs, where instructors set ornamental stunts to music and put their swimmers in pretty patterns. Before long, this group swimming to music had a new name and big ambitions, and synchronized swimming quickly became one of the most popular and spectacular forms of entertainment of the mid-century. It was also one of the few athletic activities for generations of female students. From early on, its practitioners had their eyes on the Olympics, but it would prove to be a long and uphill, though ultimately successful, battle for this women's sport to be seen as a serious athletic pursuit and to gain acceptance into the highest echelons of sport. Synchronized swimming, renamed artistic swimming in 2017, has since become an increasingly technical and tremendously athletic sport. It requires strength, flexibility, and endurance, all delivered with absolute precision and uniformity of movement while upside down in the deep end of the pool. Yet, it has long been an easy target for sports purists because of the sparkly costumes, gelled hair, and smiles worn by its athletes, and because they don't see the hard work going on under the surface to create the artistry above it. As often as not, mentions of synchronized swimming bring to mind pop culture parodies of the sport or aquamusical-inspired images of grinning women floating effortlessly in pretty patterns. As Sports Illustrated put it in 1999, synchronized swimming is overlooked when it's not misunderstood, and is portrayed as always Esther Williams and sometimes Austin Powers. I had similar misconceptions before I tried synchronized swimming for the first time through a class at my local pool, more than a dozen years ago now. I was in my early 30s and knew virtually nothing about the sport, vaguely expecting flowered swim caps to be involved, but thought it sounded like a good way to merge my twin loves of being in the water and dancing. The class turned out to be more of a long-standing weekly meetup for a group of women who had done water ballet or competed in the past, and the students were all several decades my senior, a few even old enough to be my grandmother. But once they slipped into the water, they were all as graceful as mermaids, and generously set about teaching me, the beginner, the foundational body positions and propulsion techniques of synchronized swimming. Even though I was only learning the rudimentary basics, it was so much harder than I imagined. I had never tried to maneuver my body.